through our change management. Alright? So let's see data classification. Okay. Now slowly we are diving deep. Okay? So data classification. Before I classify the data, now you should know how much amount of data is how much amount of incoming data and outgoing data per day or per hour is happening in your organization. Okay? Because you should have some estimation. Okay? Now for example, I'm having 500 GB data per day. So based on that, will my company be able to incur the charges or cost for the data? Because as a security point of view, what I'll be doing is I'll implement firewalls, I'll implement WAF, I'll implement IDS, IPS, I'll implement antivirus. So all these devices data will be on our servers. So will my organization be capable of complying with this data cost, whatever cost you are getting? So based on that, you will be planning, you will be classifying the data. For example, now I'll say I'm getting WAF logs. Per day, my WAF logs are some 100 GB. Then for 1 week how much? Then for 1 month how much? Okay. So now only when I think about incoming, again I should think in a second way. 1 month retention, how many days of retention I should apply on these logs or data. Let me talk about data. Logs means again you get confused. Okay. So first I should know how many days I should keep up my data on my servers, and where should this existing data should be trashed. Can I delete like that only? Because it is credentials. I can't delete the data, but I can take a backup. Like in AWS, you will have S3 buckets. S3 buckets are nothing but those are storage, backup. So now 1 month, entire August month data is on my servers. Now my server hard disk memory is increasing. Now it is out, it's flooding out. I need to remove some data. So what will I do? I'll take all my July data. I will just send it to S3 bucket. S3 bucket is my storage. I'm not deleting, just I'm changing the pace. Okay, from my data in transit, live data or active data to some cold storage. Cold storage means freeze. I don't use that data now. Then again I will apply one policy on that S3 bucket. Once 3 months have completed, trash out the data. That is my company's policy. Okay? Why? Because the more we start to store the data, you need to buy again and again more memory. You have to increase the memory. Once you start increasing memory, your CPU utilization will also be more. So how will you cope up? So once again CPU is high, memory is high, again you will say I need another cluster to store my data. So hence what I will do is I will create one retention cycle. Okay, 1 month logs, incoming logs, 1 month is done. Log retention 30 days done. So these 1 month logs are supposed to send it to S3 bucket or some storage device. On storage device, this data will be for only 3 months. After 3 months, I don't want that data. So automatically these operations will take place. Based on these process, based on these estimations, I can classify my data. Is that clear? This is the complete crux. Don't go on the one single one. What I said is a real world example. So based on how much amount of data your organization is bearing, based on that you will be paid for that, cost effective. Because you're going to show to your client, see my company, my application my devices are giving per day some 100 GB of data. So I am using some XYZ large amount of memory. So that yes, if you have 2 clients, yes, I am capable to get all your device data. So these all